Hi everyone, felynnsoleil here with another video. Thank you so much for tuning into the final month in review of the year, December 2024. And I'm so excited to share the highs, lows, and lessons I have for you. For those who are new, I do videos where I talk about the highs, lows, and lessons I deal with through the month. And then I share them with you all to see if there's anything that could help you or help be beneficial, something that you're going through. As well as I put a couple songs down in the description where you just kind of know exactly where the songs were, where my head was at when it comes to this month. So let's get into it, shall we? So for this first one, I want to talk about a couple of the highs, and I'm going to bring up the highest of highs. I actually am getting a little bit more into routine when it comes to going to the gym, and that feels really good. Going to the sauna, lifting heavy weights again. It just feels so refreshing to get back into the groove of things. I miss it very much. And I'm giving myself more grace when it comes to that journey because of the fact that it's just been a matter of focusing more on what I put into my body. And then of course, that's why I'm not really worried about going back into the gym, because I know it's going to help in the overall process when it comes to my wellness journey. So I'm very excited and grateful for that. When it comes to another amazing challenge or another amazing high that I had in my life, I got to see the Christmas lights, which was so amazing. I was able to go with some of my coworkers and we drove out a little ways to go see it, but it was really great to see all of the lights, all of the trees lit up, and just all the wonderful different designs that you see around the holidays, which I always think is nice. And it was just so amazing. We had so much fun. We laughed, we shared wonderful memories together. It had been over 20 years since I had been to this area where they just happened to light up everything. And I just really had so much fun with them. So many memories were made, and I'm just grateful for all of them when it comes to us being a team and just how close we are. And I'm just so appreciative for that. And that has truly been a blessing in itself to me. So I just appreciate them. But that was just such a remarkable time. Another wonderful milestone, which I would say was actually the highest of highs I have, was achieving 30,000 views here on this channel. And that is all thanks to you guys. Thank you guys so much for just tuning in with all the videos that I've had this year. Reached 30,000 views for this month on the 10th. And the very first of the year, January 1st, 2024, I had 7,000 views for the channel. So just even seeing that growth, it was so inspiring just to me to know that I'm continually growing into what I want to do for this channel, and I really appreciate everyone who has showed up and showed their support, and it means the absolute world to me. So thank you so very much for all that you have done, and I can't wait to show you guys all the other great things that I will be doing next year as we grow together as a channel. Another wonderful thing that was so close, that was still so amazing, I shouted out this person in my GalaxyCon Columbus video vlog. It was so amazing. Shout out to Mayhemmer from GalaxyCon Columbus, where I had so much fun just touring and looking at everything and being able to ask questions and learn more about a certain topic, which I will go into more next year because I'm so excited about divulging into that journey and really kind of showing up with you guys. And that's kind of the beauty about these month reviews that I do as well. This is also kind of like my video diary to show you guys how I am transforming in various ways. And I want you guys to see this process as well. And I'm so excited to take you guys on that journey too. So I'm excited. I mean, if you feel excited, let me know in the comments. If you have something brewing for the new year, definitely let me know. We're all supporting each other. So we're all about growth. We're all about transformation. Let's be unrecognizable for that next year, okay? And I'm just excited about it. It's so much to look forward to. I know when it comes to lows, the greatest thing about this, where the lows aren't necessarily lows, they just happen to just eventually kind of go into the lessons. It was like the holidays. Sometimes the holidays can be challenging for me. It takes me a minute to kind of get into the holiday spirit, considering that I lost my mom a couple years ago. So I give myself grace with that, and that's understandable. But there was this song, so I started playing Christmas music, I think like the day before, like in the morning. And so like on Christmas Eve, I'm like playing Christmas music, because then I finally feel like I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready for it. And this song came on that I wasn't really expecting. I think I selected Christmas jazz, and it was called One Wish by Gregory Porter. And you know, sometimes things like that, it just sneaks up on you, and that's what happens sometimes around the holidays. It just kind of happens. He said, if I could have my way, I would kiss my mama one last time on Christmas Day. And I was just like, oh, wow. It's a very emotional time of the year, so of course, like, the season does bring a lot of emotions, and that's the thing that I think is amazing, how music and the arts, which I've always had a love and respect for, just because there's something so incredible about works you can create that can bring out emotion and connection with people, as well as the movies, the classics and movies that becomes part of family traditions, and they look forward to them every year. It's something so amazing about that. And a little fun fact about me, and one thing I've always wanted to do, at least the 3 things I'll share now, is like, I've always wanted to release a jazz single, always wanted to do a holiday single, and then of course some holiday movie, because the way that they just like a timestamp in time, it just is something that continues to keep giving over the years, and I just love that. I love how people are able to watch their favorite movies, and it just becomes a tradition that they do year to year. And I think that's magical. And a lot of the things where I say, like, considering like those are lows, but really they're actually just showing the wonderful example of how strong love is. And I'm so grateful for all of the love I have been showered with through the years and my upbringing as a child. It's something truly magical about that, and I don't take it for granted. So I just really appreciate everything when it comes to just like my parents and the memories that I was able to have with them. Amazingly enough, when it comes to just looking forward to the new year, like I said, with May Hemmer kind of taking me under her wing at GalaxyCon, that was incredible. I even have the badge here on my light, which is really cool. And like I said, how I said, like, I manifested it. It says entertainer. And even though that was like something that was very simple and small, but it meant so much to me, because it was just like, wow, I'm continuing to grow and expand in my network and be able to look forward to the things that I'm gonna do in the future. And you know, sometimes we never know where that may take us, but I know for sure that this is something that, it was just a very positive thing for me to be like, wow, this is really amazing. I'm so full of gratitude, and I cannot wait for what's to come, especially when it comes to my connection with GalaxyCon. I've been going for several years. It's just been a wonderful journey, and I'm excited on where it's gonna take me. When it comes to the marathon, I watched all of these movies. So I watched Elf, I watched Polar Express, I watched Jack Frost. Whew, that was part of it too. Jack Frost sent me on an emotional roller coaster I was not prepared for. Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Carol, and then National Lampoon's Christmas Family Vacation. I almost said it right the first time. But I just love those movies. Those are classics. Home Alone always has a special place in my heart, but Home Alone 2 is a little hard for me to watch, just because Kevin going to the Rockefeller tree and wishing for his mom is just like, oh, it gets me every time. I think it just definitely, I remember the first time I saw the Rockefeller tree in person in New York back in 2014, and I was just like, wow. I was just in awe, and I was like, oh my gosh, Kevin. And it was just truly remarkable, and I love that. And just when it comes to songs and movies and just like how they make us feel, there's something so miraculous about that. There's something about the holidays where it does bring that feeling. I just wish sometimes that it was just something that we could be able to carry through all year round, because I just think about that a lot, where it's like, just imagine the wonder and the feel and the hope for humanity if we really were able to carry that through all year round, you know. And it's, you know, that's always how I feel, where it's just like, I want to find ways to carry that throughout the year when it comes to that feeling, those feelings of hope, that feeling of having humanity and having, you know, empathy for one another. And it is a very special time, and so I thoroughly enjoy that. It's so nice. And of course, when it comes to lessons, it's just like, this reason for the season is based on fulfilled promises. This was a promise that was the fulfilling of a promise that was made years ago. And I think there's great beauty in that, because when it comes to our lives, when it comes to our dreams, our hopes and aspirations, we sometimes look at them and we're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know if this will ever come true. But I promise you, if there was ever a dream, if there was ever a purpose you feel that was placed on your heart, I guarantee you it wasn't just placed there for nothing. And so I want to encourage you that whatever it is that sets your heart on fire, that you pursue it and don't ever give up on it, because I know as challenging as it may be, because it's not easy. Stay encouraged, and even if you have to do baby steps, you're at least taking steps in the direction that you want to go. It reminds me of Jim Carrey, and I love Jim Carrey. His story about his father really touched me, because he, like his father, was a very funny man. He loved, performing, but he did a job that he did to provide for his family. And he said for him that, you can fail at what you don't love. So if you can fail at what you don't love, you might as well do what you love. And I don't know, that really just meant a lot, because it's just like every day we spend time doing things that we may not even like or even want to do. And of course, I've definitely had my journey, and a lot of it has given me a lot of purpose. And I remembered I used to read all these books and audiobooks, and I remember I listened to the audiobook of The Path Made Clear by Oprah Winfrey. And it basically was pursuing the passion, pursuing the purpose, and how everything else will fall into place. And I can say with great confidence that by doing that, it gave me a lot of peace. Going to bed knowing that I've done everything that I can in my power to continue to grow into the person that I'm meant to be has been so liberating. The lesson of just knowing that there is a fulfilled promise in that, and just when you feel like giving up, there's things around you that will continue to encourage you to be like, don't give up. Everything is right on the other side. And so I encourage you, whatever it is that you are facing, continue to pursue those dreams, those goals, and those aspirations, because you never know how your story can encourage someone to be able to achieve theirs. Definitely embrace your uniqueness, because the fact that your gifts can unlock someone else's gifts, because you decided to shine authentically in your own truth. Don't be afraid to do that. I highly implore you to don't be afraid to let your light shine, because when you do so, you allow others to do the same. And I think that is a solid message for this year to wrap up 2024. I cannot express how grateful I am for all of you and your support, because the journey and the growth that I've been able to achieve this year is only a testament of what's to come. And I'm so excited to continue in that when it comes to the inner child and talk more about all of these different things. And I'm so excited to share this journey with you. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more songs, and even let me know in the comments this year so I can do it next year, if you want me to do a Spotify Christmas playlist. And if you have songs that you really like, we can put them in together and just make like a nice little playlist for our channel, and it can continue to grow over time. So just let me know. We can do some things like that, and we're going to continue to grow this community, and we're going to continue to just become a wonderful, loving, supporting force for good. And so I thank you guys so much for your time here, and I will see you next year. Happy New Year. Peace. Love you.